got one in store for y'all you ain't gonna want to miss. It's going to start out with a road trip and it just gets better from there. So hang in there. Welcome to Dakota Prospecting. Here on this Caribbean island with Jay here, and we're heading out to a place that the conquistadors that were gold hungry overlooked. Now we just got a brand new pan here. It just came in, and this is going to open it up here. This is a Garnet Super Sluice. We're going to break this puppy in out here. Yeah, look at that. Oh man, yeah, look at that, nice and clean. Well, we're gonna rough that son of a gun up and get that thing all scratched up and get her broken in, and hopefully we'll get some color and christen this thing. She's brand new, and I never looked at the back of one of these here things, and it says here wet washing, dry washing. I mean, they even got instructions on it for you, you know what I'm saying? It tells you how to fill it up and rub it together and all this other kind of stuff. But the most important thing says on the bottom here, good luck, and you're gonna need it. So I'm glad you joined the channel. It's been a while since I've done a prospecting video, you know, one proper, like showing gold and all that kind of stuff. But we're going to do it here today, and we're going to head out to this river. It's in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of this island. It's really rugged out there. So when we get out there, we'll turn the camera back on. We'll see you in a bit. It looks like it's going to maybe rain up ahead, and that's where we're heading. We're heading up in the mountains up in there.
See if we can walk down here.
Sure is pretty. Well, we've got a couple horses down in there. They're looking like they're feasting on that grass now. River's obviously up, and over there you can see it's raining over there. Look how green that grass is over there, fellas. Tell you what. Now right in front of us here, just across right there by the edge of the creek, that's bamboo. Alright? That's bamboo. So we ain't in South Dakota anymore. It's South that's for damn sure. Yeah, and that's that cliff over there. Probably this river probably cut it out eons ago. Well, sir, it's pretty enough. Right up in there. Yes, sir. There's a palm tree over there. Yeah. Yeah, it's raining now. Got those wipers slapping that windshield. Trying to keep her clean. Out here on this island, when she rains, you can get a monsoon kind of situation here. And you ain't careful along that river, I'll tell you what, she'll rise up and swallow you whole. So we're going to have to really be careful here today and make sure we find a good spot. And right here, this low bridge, you can see it's already kind of flowing over.
See, this is where I wanted to. But it's pretty high.
Yeah, it's even high here.
High.
Yeah, it's coming down now.
That's pretty heavy.
Wow, look at that cliff up over in there. I see what you're saying. All right. All right, fellas, we're gonna have to probably come back if hopefully in a couple of 3 days she drops and we can get in there on it. Jay found us a pretty good spot from the way he's describing it. We got a real severe bend over there and rock where, you know, that gold can kind of accumulate. This place has not really been prospected, so there's a good chance that, you know, we might do pretty good here. But anyway, with the river up the way she is, we're gonna have to call it a day here. Okay, we made it down to the creek here, and it's a jungle type situation. A heck of a ride coming in here. Not for the faint of heart. We got some banana trees over there. Whoa, black snake there. Don't reckon it's poisonous. All right, fellas, we found a spot here that kind of looks promising. Got a small little fall up there. There's a big one up ahead. But right here, we got this big old rock, and I'm thinking maybe a drop zone behind there. So we're just going to peck around and see what we can come up with.
These heavy rocks got here and then.
Yeah, what this does,
stopped it from keep going.
right,
further
it
down,
creates
right?
a dead zone. So it's a lot heavier. A lot of this overburden off. This one, I'd love to get out of there. I bet there's some stuff behind that. All right, fellas, now this is pretty remarkable, I think, because we just did a first pan and I didn't go down but about well, I don't know, 6 inches, if that. We cleared out some big rock, and it looks like we got some gold. Let's see, 2 specks. Let me get this snuffer bottle going here. So right there and there looks like we got 2 specks of gold.
Lucky.
And maybe right here.
Yeah.
So possibly 3. Okay, so let's get some water on it so we can snuff it up. Now we got 2 there. We got this one and then this one. Get this one up. I never would have guessed that a guy could get lucky like that. But this area hasn't really been worked.
And this here looks like copper. Like these little guys are over here.
Yeah, there's copper in these hills. We're going home with gold, that's for sure. That's pretty lucky. All right. We just started, you know, that's like 1 pan, and there's 2 flecks. There's a little bit more in that pan. A guy can work that down a little bit more, who knows? But so far, I'll tell you what, it exceeded my expectations. I was really kind of out here just kind of piddling around, having fun, and trying to show Jason how to do this. But
Here's some more particles.
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna get back at this, and we'll turn the camera back on as soon as if we get any more. And if we don't, it don't matter. We're going home with gold. Well, that was pretty lucky getting that 1 pan of gold, you know, just right off. We went down a little bit more, not a whole lot. Didn't find anything else. But anyway, Jay said that there's a better spot further up, and on the way up, you come across this fall, so we figured we'd check this out. Pretty awesome. So from here, we're gonna go further up and prospect up that way and check out that other falls. Whether we find gold or not, it don't matter, because this has just been great so far. I just really love being out here in the tropics and all that. So we're gonna come on back when we get to the next spot, and we'll check that out. So we'll see you in a bit. So Jay there decided that before we head up, he wanted to have some fun in that little pond there. That's got some force, that water there. No doubt. Here's a trail to the river. Some bamboo up ahead there and some elephant grass. Yeah, it's a whole different world out here. Ain't like back home, but it sure is cool. Oh, look at this, fellas. Look at all these rocks here strewn on the side. Oops. Yeah, there's a mountain up in there. Whoa. Yeah. Old Jay's up ahead, checking it out. Wow, look at this. Wow. Ain't a soul here. Check that out. Wow. That water must get pretty high.
Wow, it's amazing.
So there's the top up here. That's some rock that river cut through. You can only imagine what it'd be like during a flash flood or something. Yeah. And if you look straight down there, you can see there looks like a conglomerate, but it's made up of some harder rock that blended in with this bedrock here.
Man, that is very deep right there.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's deep. You really can't see the bottom.
Nope.
I see a boulder there.
Yep.
That's a boulder.
Yep.
But over past the boulder, you can't see nothing. It's black.
Cool, man.
Yeah. Tell you what, there's some water falling up there. All right, we're running out of time, fellas, here, because we got, well, you know, this time of year you get these thunderstorms, and we got some heavy thunderstorms, and them mountain roads is narrow and steep, so we're probably not going to have any time to do any prospecting here. We just wanted to check out the lay of the land and share it with you. So all right, well, Jay and I decided what we're going to do is head back to the barn, grab a bite to eat, and they got real good food here, and come back tomorrow and pick up and take you all up to the waterfall, and we can all check that out and see if we can find any place to, you know, do a little bit of prospecting. So until tomorrow, we'll see you then. Look at the way the light. Look at the way the light is playing off up there. Look, you see it? Kind of like psychedelic. Ooh, that's nice. Cool. Okay, we made it down here, and we're gonna try that spot over there where those heavies are dropping, right on the end of that sandbar there at the very end there where it starts to, you know, go down river. Give that a shot. We'll probably do a couple of exploratory pans and maybe get behind some of those boulders down there. But it's a beautiful day. The Water's nice and clear. And out here in the tropics, it's warm. Well, maybe not warm, but it ain't cold. You know what I'm saying? So you can wade around in there in your flip-flops, whatever you want. Not too deep here. It's about, oh, just above the knees a bit. And like I say, water is comfortable. Okay, well that's it there, so we'll kind of poke around and see what we can find. All right, so we got our first pan here, and we're gonna see what we can get. Not expecting a lot, fellas. Like I say, I'm new on this river here, and so is Jay, so we're just gonna see what happens. So here's that little classifier I was telling you about. I'll tell you what, it works pretty good. We just put it on a kind of a dowel or something, and we just shake it like this and go back and forth, and then it just classifies it out. So I see some black sands already. Actually, coming in, we saw black sands all over the place. And I got this Garnet Super Sluice. See what it does. Yeah, see, I got black sands over here already, right over there. And yeah, we got wet. Yeah, look at that black sand. This place is loaded with black sand. Okay, so we came down creek from that other spot we were at. It wasn't doing any good, so decided to try over here. Now there's a big boulder right here, or actually it looks like a cement or concrete with boulders stuck in it. Maybe it was a embankment of some kind. Anyway, it's in the middle here of the river, and because I guess this is a river, not a creek. And anyways, so right here I'm looking at this drop zone behind this here, and this looks like there's bedrock right there, and that's what stopped this from going anymore. But you can see there's very little overburden between here and the bedrock. And what I'm thinking, fellas, is that if we peel off some of these boulders on top and get down in here, we might hit something there without having to get too far down. See, right here is part of that bedrock, I believe, right here. There it is. So hell, it couldn't be but about 3 or 4 inches or so. So who knows? So I'm gonna set up, and you know, we get some color in the pan. I'll turn the camera back on. Hopefully I'll see you with color. All right, fellas, we got gold right there. You see that flake that's there? Get that pushed back right there. And there's about 4 shovels is all it was. And look at all that black sand in there. I mean, have you ever seen so much black sand? I'm telling you, but yeah, we got a flake. We got a pretty little flake right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How many shovels was that, Jay?
Oh, about 4 or 5.
4 or 5.
Something like that.
Right from the beginning. Okay. So here we are. Standing right there, and he's digging right there, and we got all the shit to do. So I'll tell you what, this is good. I like it. I mean, this river I've never been on, and you know, pulling a flake like that on 4 shovels with a air fryer classifier, don't get any better than that. I'm going to snuff this up, and we're going to continue. We get some more color, we'll turn the camera back on. But I'll tell you what, I'm pretty happy already. All right, fellas, I got a piece of gold here. I got one here, and a little piece of 5 foot. They're both pretty small. Get this one here. Oop. Okay, got that one, and then I got this little one here. Oh, okay, got them. Yeah, we've been getting gold the last 3 pans. It's been fly poop, but it's getting bigger. We got that flake in the beginning, and then we got 2 pieces of fly poop like that, or like that larger one in the other pan, and now this here. We're doing about 5 shovels per pan, you know, after it's classified, and it's kind of now running kind of steady with at least some fly poop keep coming in. So we're getting lower as we go, so I don't think we're down to the pay dirt yet, but I think we're approaching it, seeing how it's coming in on every pan. So this has been pretty good. So what do you think, Jay?
Not bad.
Yeah, not bad. All right. So I'll turn the camera back on if we get some more stuff, and hopefully we'll see you in a bit with color. All right, fellas, this is our last pan. Like I said, we was exploratory in here, trying to find out where the better spots are. We got another piece of 5 feet here, more gold. So it's been gold just about in every pan. You know, nothing, you know, like major, but at least it's a good sign, and lots of black sand. So I got that once pulled into the snuffer bottle. Now Jay says there's a place up ahead down the river there that looks promising to him. So we're going to go down there and check that out, and maybe if we got enough time, we'll do a couple more exploratory pans. But hey, I'm pretty happy here. We got, I don't know, how many pans did we do?
Oh, 5?
About 5 pans, 5, 6 pans, and out of the 5, 6, we got gold in 4 at least. So that's pretty good, fellas. You know, he's only down about, you know, 6, 7, 8 inches, and he's got all that back up in there to do and over in here to do, where this drop zone is. We pulled a lot of big boulders out of here and cleared it up, and there's still some medium-sized rocks we're hitting when we get down, but we're not on that bedrock yet. But we're gonna probably have to come back here, so we know that this is a spot we want to, you know, further explore. But we're gonna go up ahead and make the most of this day. Well, we made it to the falls. Made it! All the way to the falls! Cuba, ha! Cuba, 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 Cuba! Man, I gotta tell you, fellas, it is a pretty looking thing. Wow. Yeah, it's not very well known, so it's empty here. But I've been to a lot of national parks, and I got to tell you, that's national park grade right there. That's beautiful. right, that's going to do it for this adventure, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. Jay and I had a great time out here. This was his first time out there prospecting, and you know, pulling color out of a pan. First time around is just awesome. And so we figured we'd cap it off here at the waterfall. It's been great, you know, and hope to see you next time. If you haven't done so, subscribe or give us a thumbs up. It helps build the channel up. Until next time, hey, y'all be safe and clear skies.